Good afternoon and thanks for joining us at I-24 News. I'm Tjong. The Russian Coordination Center said it had registered 9 violations to the ceasefire in Syria over the past 24 hours, though the cessation of hostilities agreed as part of a U.S.-Russian plan was holding in general. The Syrian opposition, meanwhile, said the truce had been broken by the Syrian regime and its allies 15 times on Saturday. Reports of violations came from Damascus, Latakia, and Aleppo province. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu welcomed the ceasefire in remarks at his weekly cabinet meeting today, but he warned that any future agreement would have to include a stop to Iranian aggression against Israel via Syria.
We welcome the efforts to achieve a stable, long-term and real ceasefire in Syria. Anything which can help to stop the awful slaughter there is important, first and foremost, humanitarian-wise. But at the same time, it is important to make it clear that any future agreement in Syria must include a stop to the Iranian aggression towards Israel from Syrian territory. We will not allow advanced weapons supply to Hezbollah from Syria to Lebanon. We will not allow the formation of a second front of terror in the Golan Heights. These were, and still are, Israel's red lines.
We were joined earlier on the phone by Amir Oren, defense analyst at Israeli daily Haaretz, to discuss Israel's concern over the ongoing Syrian crisis.
The civil war in Syria is potentially very dangerous to Israel because it is threatening the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan, which is Israel's security partner. But there are other levels. One was mentioned by Netanyahu, the Iranian activity in Syria, and he indicated that if Israel is attacked or if plots are hatched from within Syria against Israel, Israel will respond. If Syria is indeed stabilized under a joint American-Russian condominium, then one can conceivably see a return to Syrian demands for the Golan Heights, for peace talks in which Israel would be asked, including by the United States, under certain conditions, to return the Golan Heights to Syria.